Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Xisuma's World. So right now we're in 1.1 and this is what I was worried about. So I haven't actually updated my world yet to 1.1, I've just copied it across to a Minecraft that's in 1.1 and yeah, I'm exploring and this is what I'm worried about. And what's strange about this is that the new chunks generated in 1.1 started somewhere over there, and it wasn't until I travelled over here that I first saw one of these lines. And as you can see, part of this is smooth and is fine, and then all of a sudden over here is where it goes wrong. So I'm not sure if this is sort of a one-off error or something, because it doesn't quite make sense because these are both snow biomes. So I'm going to have to continue exploring and seeing if I can find any other problems. So we're back in Minecraft 1.0 and I've been around all of the borders, and that was the only problem I could find. I found absolutely nothing else wrong, so I figured it would be a good idea to go and travel over there and see what it looks like when it's generated in 1.0. So as I was heading out across the snow biome, I realised that I didn't really know what direction I was actually heading in, so I went and generated the map in a 1.1 again, and I couldn't find the same glitch, but I found a different one, and this is the location of it, and here it is in 1.1. So we've definitely got problems that need to be sorted out before I move over to 1.1. I'm hoping, since this isn't like the old glitch, that Mojang know about it and that they perhaps bring out a fix. But until then, I'm going to look for a mod that will keep the old generation code so we don't have things like this in the map. So unfortunately I can't update to 1.1 just yet, but it's not too much of a big deal because we're going to be working on the treehouse and we don't need to be in 1.1 to do that. So the other thing that I asked in the last episode is anyone knew about the problem with the saplings, and a couple of you got back to me with a suggestion that made a lot of sense, that if you go too far away that some of the saplings that don't have enough light can die. Now that would make perfect sense because the last time I checked on the tree farm was before I went off exploring caves, and I actually went really far out in that direction. I actually got quite lost and had to come up to the surface and make my way back that way. And yeah, as I said before, that was the last time I looked in here, so it makes a lot of sense, and I think that's the reason why all the saplings dropped out. But as you can see, I've got the tree farm back up and running again. As you can see, we got the default glowstone back, and an overwhelming amount of you wanted to see the default texture pack, so I've put it back, and it makes a lot of sense since this is vanilla Minecraft. However, I did have fun making the different textures, and it was nice to do something a little bit different. So before we get back to work on the treehouse, I've got a couple of things to talk about. First of all, a lot of you suggested that the shape of the treehouse was currently wrong, the concave going from here up to the top, and if it's going to be concave the whole way around, I agree it's going to look awful, so we need to change it up as we go around each of the sides. So on one side I'm going to add a sort of bulge, and on the others I'm going to try and do something different to make it look more natural. And another interesting suggestion by a couple of people was to have a sort of pattern with the wood to create a birch-like effect, and I can't really visualise what that's supposed to look like, but I will do some research and find out. And as well as that, we've had two really cool suggestions for the treehouse as a base, because my plan is to have a sort of spiralling base that comes up to the top with lots of gardens, animals and food and all sorts of things going on. And yeah, one of the suggestions was by the Morning Palace, which was a really great suggestion, which was to have a waterfall in the middle of the treehouse, and that would look really well with that, I think. And as well as that, a suggestion from Black Cat was to put in some balconies, and I really like that because it's going to be great to have a view of either, say, the treehouse or the ocean and the ice biome from up here, but as well as that, it sort of adds detail to the tree as well, so that's something else that I want to be incorporating. So I've been working a lot on the treehouse, and here it is. I've done the other side now. We've got 2 bits left to go, and I think this looks a lot better. However, these lines here don't look too good. and there as well. And I think that's what we've got to focus on, some more lines that go across this way and get it looking more natural. But it does look good, I do like it, and I feel that this side here is a little too flat, so I might have to add some detail somewhere there. So I've actually finished this quite a while ago, and as I normally do in my world, I get ideas and think of things, and I end up spending a lot of time, say, recording stuff that I don't put in an episode because I have an idea and then it gets a little bit out of hand. So I've actually just spent the last day or so doing a lot of work on something that I'm not actually going to do in my map yet, but at the end of it I thought, I really wanted to share this idea with people that I've come up with. And a lot of the stuff that's been happening with the channel lately, a lot of growth, I'm really humbled by it, and I really appreciate all of your support. And what I want to start doing is giving back to the community, and what I've thought of is doing a sort of weekly odds and sods show where I show you things that I've been doing in my test world, some of the ideas I've come up with, and as well as this I'd like to do channel spotlights and feature other people, and maybe just point you in the direction of some cool videos I've seen during the week. So one of the things that I wanted to do on that as well was with the enchanting I needed to get some featherfall boots, and I got it in 3 goes. Although I have 4 here, I had made 4 pairs of boots and I got it on the 3rd go, so I had enchanted the last one anyway. But yeah, I got a feather falling 4, which was what I was after, and I got that using a line graph chart that someone sent to me, and it shows you all the enchanting probabilities for each different type of, they were gold boots, and I would have gone, level 50 for each time and hoped I got it that way. And it turns out that level 18 or 17 I think is the best for getting feather falling. So that was really useful, and that's something I'd like to do in my odds and sods show you these little things that I found. I've also found a couple of cool mods lately that don't interrupt the way you play the game, and just things like that. So really I'd like your opinion on if you'd like to see a weekly show, and I think I'd like to not confine it to anything to say it's going to be, Minecraft news and channel spotlights. It's just going to be all kinds of little things that I found during the week. So yeah, let me know if you would like to see that. So as I said, I came up with this project and got distracted, and that would be something I'd like to show you in that little show if we do that. And it was, it's consuming so much time, I realised that it wasn't really possible yet in a legit world. So what I'm going to do now for this episode is go caving, because we've talked about that before. And then next episode I have something else that's a little different and special lined up. So we're not going to be working on the treehouse again for a while. So I'll get myself prepared and we'll go down there and we'll do some caving. Okay, so I think I've got everything I need and we're ready to go caving. So when I do this I bring with me a good pick for mining all the resources. I've got a sword and a bow. I'm actually really low on arrows, so I've got to be careful when I decide to use it. I have some building blocks because that's always useful, food and torches, bucket of water and my fortune pick, and I've also got with me some redstone torches. So first of all I should concentrate on the way to the part that I haven't explored yet, and it's quite a way in, and I'm actually a little bit surprised that I somehow always seem to remember how to get from one place to the other. I think I have a little bit of a photographic memory, because each time I walk through here it's more and more familiar, and I can get further and further away from my base and still find my way back, which is good. So this is the area I've been exploring, and I know it kind of goes off in quite a few directions, and I can't remember quite which way I went last time. I think I went up here somewhere. Okay, and you might have noticed I've got some redstone torches with me, and this is because I have an experimental idea that I wanted to try out. No, it's not this way, is it? It's been actually quite a while since I was last down here. I've definitely been up there. And yeah, I was down here for a long time and got a long way into it, and I just can't quite remember what direction I travelled in. This looks like it. So yeah, I've got these redstone torches with me, and my idea is that I used to use them to lay down, I don't know, like a signal if you like. I'd leave them in places and then I'd follow them back and I'd get back to, you know, a place like back there where I'd find my way out. And what I'm thinking of doing this time is, let's say we go into an area, I'm going to put down a redstone torch, and that's sort of a marker to say we're going into this area, and then if the area splits up again, I'll place down another redstone torch. And it'll probably get more and more chaotic, but the idea is that when I find a dead end, right, we don't want anything spawning down there. When I find a dead end, I'll simply, you know, remove the redstone torches on my way back out. And then when you're going around and the place is lit up, if you don't see any redstone torches, then you know it's going to lead to a dead end, or at least that was my theory. So let's make our way across here. And I like to fill in all of the lava, because it's too easy just to make a mistake. A creeper could jump out at you, anything can go wrong, so always play it safe. So I'm starting to think this is near to where I was before. Yeah, this is starting to look like somewhere I haven't been yet. Okay, so I also have with me a stack of wood, and the reason I always bring wood with me is because if you run out or a pick breaks, anything goes wrong, you can make a crafting table, and you're always going to have coal with you for more torches. Okay, this is good. And then it's a dead end. So yeah, you've always got more coal, always finding coal. You'll always have lots of that with you to make more torches. You'll be finding iron, so you can make yourself a new pick if one breaks. And this is starting to look like, maybe not. Okay, so here we go. And a cave shaft, mine shaft. That's not actually what I wanted to find. I wanted to go around regular caves this time. I find these things are not too challenging really, especially with fighting cave spiders. That's something I'd actually like to show you. So we'll have a look down there and see if there is any, because I've got a really good way of fighting them. And let's just get this iron. I do like iron. I seem to have a knack for finding it. I remember one time on GeoMine, a group of us cleared out a huge area for a mob spawner, and no one else found iron but me, and I think I found over a stack, which is quite funny. So, oh, okay, you can't go up there. Right, so there's definitely more stuff that way, but we're just going to poke our head down here and see if we can find a spawner quickly so I can show you. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's one too near. Oh, some lapis. I always use my fortune pick on lapis because I really like using it as a building block. And this is something I do. I generally mine around a resource, especially diamonds, just to check that they won't fall into lava. There we go, that's good. Ah, what did I just say? Oh well, it's not the end of the world, right? So let's get back on track, because I want to use these redstone torches and show you what that's about. Actually, I'm just going to describe to you how I fight cave spiders, since we didn't find a spawner. So let's say this torch here is where the spawner is. You're trying to light it up and the cave spiders are going to come at you. So what I do is I usually stand in the middle and they come directly for me, and then I move over to the side and they'll get trapped here as they try and track you, and then they'll rise to the top here. And so the easy way to fight them is literally just to stand to the side. Make sure you're a fair distance away, then after you've killed them you can go in, put a couple of torches, they'll spawn again, move back, just stand to the side and let the fence post do the work. And yeah, that's always made it very easy for me. Never had any trouble with cave spiders. because they can be quite dangerous. So already this is starting to, oh, it looks like I've already been here. Yeah, it's really starting to open up. I'm a little worried that something might drop down from up there as well, but let's get this iron. And I'm sure I just passed some coal as well. Just put a torch down here. Yeah, I like to light everything up. Okay, here we go. Right, we've got our first split. And what I'm going to do is place down the redstone torch. And now we're saying that we're going this way. And every time it splits off, I'm going to lay down a redstone torch. If I get to a dead end, I come back and I can remove that torch. So that was some of that coal that was just down below. That's a minute ago, above us even a minute ago. Right, so I don't think this goes anywhere really. Yeah, I'm not going to go exploring down there. So we won't put down a torch, and again this is just splitting up all over the place, so we'll go this way first. And found a ravine, which is one of the things this redstone torch system really won't work for. Not the best of examples so far, I guess. Caves have become a lot different. When I was playing back in, I think it was beta 1.2 or something, caves are very one-dimensional. They never used to sort of split up and go all over the place like this. Right, let's get this iron. And some gold, that's good. I can hear some mobs. Ah, we've got a cave spider spawner. I reckon we should see if we can deactivate it. And it's a bit exposed as well, which is annoying, 'cause, oh dear. Right, that could have been really bad. I'm going to leave this one for now. I don't know what was shooting at me. I feel a little disappointed actually. These kind of, the way this place is, it's so open, it's not really doing me any good for my idea with the redstone torches. Maybe I'll find something a lot suited another time, but yeah, as you can see, I was saying this map is very interesting to explore. I mean, I'm lost already. I think we came from up there, and it just winds and goes all over the place. And this is actually one of the most disorientating parts I've found so far. The ones I was describing earlier are actually a lot easier to navigate. And my other tip would be, if you head down like this, always make sure you've got a way back up. Okay, there's lots of goodies down here. Oh, and diamonds, fantastic. Alright, we don't want any diamonds falling in the lava. So as I was saying about, you know, being careful and digging out the area around, this is why I want to make sure there's no lava above as well. And it looks like we've got quite a lot of diamonds here. Yeah, I think that's safe. Just check around the other side. Yeah, it's good. So let's use the fortune pick and see how many diamonds we get. 12, that's really good. And I don't use my fortune pick on redstone, because I don't use it on coal either. I've got tons of coal, always finding loads of redstone. And yeah, so there's tons of stuff around here, and I'm just going to check the time. Okay, so I've only got a couple minutes left, and I'm actually really disappointed because I thought the way that we were going I'd be able to really try out that redstone idea I had. So I guess I'll have to try that another time and let you know how it went, because these are not the right sort of caves for using that method. So here's something else I do anyway. The lava lake level is roughly around the sort of diamond level, so when I find a lava lake like this I always just fill it in with water, make sure to light everything up of course, and I just go and explore all these hard to access places because of the lava, and I usually find diamonds and oh dear. And I don't think I'm going to find any. I think I got quite lucky there, but we'll have a look around, and we've got to be careful as well because that zombie fell from above. Just want to check that won't happen again. Okay, right, let's get this iron. Not quite. So yeah, I haven't really, doesn't feel like I've done much in the 15 or so minutes we've been down here, and I never really keep track of how much time I spend caving, but I guess it is a long time, and I thought we'd have found a lot more interesting stuff within that time, but there you go. Okay, I've got a feeling there's going to be lava either side of these, so I'm going to hold down shift. There we go, got some of that. And some more lapis, that's great. And there's tons of stuff around here. That's good. Anyway, I think that's a good note to end this one on. I'm going to get that lapis, and why don't you let me know some of your caving tricks in the comments. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, that's why I like caving. Because things like that can happen. Let's go, just light this place up here quickly. Don't want any more surprises like that. Okay, I heard a skelly. Anyway, where are you shooting me from? Up there. Okay, I'm going to move over here. So anyway, I think that's definitely now time to wrap it up. I'm gonna continue exploring this area, and at the start of the next episode I'll have mined out lots of stuff, and I'll just let you know how much loot I got and how much was around here, and I have something special planned for the next episode, so yeah, look forward to that, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.